Hello, my name is Dylan. I'm from Gainesville, Florida. Installing a hitch on your Subaru Forester can lead to some amazing adventures such as biking, camping, or road tripping. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let me show you how I completed this EcoHitch install. You will need to provide the following tools or supplies to complete this installation. So we're going to begin with the hatch up so we can remove the taillights. We're going to start by removing these two fasteners with a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. Now we're removing this taillight trim. Remove two fasteners with a 10mm socket. Now we're going to remove the electrical adapter. You can use a flathead screwdriver to press down the tab. Remove the taillight by gently pulling it away from the vehicle. Now we're going to repeat on the other side. Next, remove the mud flap. There's one 8mm fastener and two body panel clips here and here. We're going to remove one more fastener here on the top of the wheel well by pushing in on the center. Now, repeat the process on the other side. Now remove 7 fasteners from underneath the fascia. These 2 fasteners we leave in the vehicle. Now we're ready to remove the rear fascia. You can either grab a bumper stand or a second set of hands. We're going to apply some masking tape to protect the body line from scratches. Gently pull the fascia away from the vehicle, starting at the wheel well. Once past the taillight, then you can jump to the other side. Gently lift up from the center and pull from the vehicle. Disconnect this electrical sensor on the driver's side. Now we're going to take off the bumper beam by removing 3 fasteners on each side with a 14mm socket and extension. We're going to support the bumper beam while removing the final fastener so it doesn't hit the ground. Now we're going to lower the exhaust and support it with a strap. We'll use exhaust pliers and soapy water to remove 2 rubber hangers. Now we're going to remove this heat shield by removing 4 10mm fasteners. Now I'm ready to raise our hitch into position. We're going to use our U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you don't have one, you're going to want to get yourself a second set of hands. Install your M10 hardware. First place on a lock washer, then a flat washer. Now install the hex nuts and washers. We're going to remove the center frame plug on each side. Now we have one set of hardware. We need to fish wire into place on each side. Begin by inserting your fish wire through the bottom and out the top. First, we're going to insert the star washer onto the carriage bolt and then the frame spacer. Then you're going to insert it to the end of the fish wire. I'm going to scoot these forward, insert them in the hole, and then pull the carriage bolt and fish wire down into place. So now we're going to remove our fish wire to use it on the other side. So you're going to place on your flat washer, lock washer, and your nut. Thread the nut into position. You may need to use a screwdriver to hold the bolt still. Now repeat the process for the hole on the driver's side frame rail. Now we're ready to torque the hardware to the manufacturer's specification, which will be linked in the description down below. So we're going to start on our bottom bolt. You're going to need a 19mm socket and an extension. You may need a really long screwdriver or a couple extensions to hold the bolt in place while you torque it. You're going to insert your extension into the hole of the hitch. Put pressure on it to hold the head of the bolt in place while you torque it to specification. So now you switch to a 17mm socket and tighten your M10 hardware to specification. Before we return the fascia to the vehicle, we need to make a trim. Mark your center line and then measure your area to be cut. We'll make our cuts using an air saw. Use the metal file to straighten up your cuts and remove any frayed plastic. Before we return the heat shield back to the vehicle, we need to cut this section around the M out with a pair of 10 snips. Now we'll return the heat shield back to the vehicle with the 4 10mm fasteners. Now we're going to return the exhaust back to the vehicle by sliding these rubber isolators over the posts. And then we'll remove our strap. So we're ready to return the rear fascia back to the vehicle. Before we go ahead and do that, we need to plug this electrical connector back into the car. Now we can return our fascia to the vehicle, starting on the center, pushing in all the clips, working our way out to the sides. Now we can return our underbody clips to the vehicle. Next, we'll replace our mud flap and wheel well fasteners. And lastly, we'll reconnect our taillights. Now that the hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. The distance from the pinhole to the end of the bumper is 3 inches. The distance from the ground to the top of the receiver is 15.5 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the product seen in the video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.